welcome to the Enlightenment Podcast. Welcome to our listeners and viewers around the world as we delve into meaningful and we hope a slightly different perspective, a real perspective on what's happening in Palestine, to offer some insight and context that's maybe different from mainstream legacy media where coverage is slightly different, if at all. Today, we are very glad to be joined by a special guest, Mohammad Nawajhaa, here to discuss activism and the pursuit of justice for Palestine. Mohammad, welcome to the Enlightenment Podcast.
Thank you.
Let me give you a little bit of information about Mohammad. Mohammad Nawajhaa is a Palestinian activist from the village of Susya in the South Hebron Hills. He became involved in activism at a very young age. At 13, he was participating in a youth delegation to South Africa, and he was driven into activism by settler violence and the realities of the Israeli occupation around him. His trip to South Africa highlighted the parallels between apartheid and the situation in Palestine, which we'll talk about. And he continues to work closely with international activists in Masafer Yatta, advocating against the injustices faced by his community. Hanan, let me ask you, how did we meet Mohammad?
Well, we met Mohammad through the wonderful Canadian Jewish activist Anna Lipman, and I highly recommend you watch the podcast we did with Anna if you missed it. And just to say, Ahlan, Mohammad, welcome. You're a very impressive young man. You've been a Palestinian activist for 7 years. So can you share growing up in Susya, what influenced your decision to become an activist from such a young age?
Hey everyone, my name is Mohammad Nawajhaa, 21 years old. I'm from Palestine. I live in Susya village, South Hebron Hills, in the West Bank. I am born in Susya village. About my family, they was in ancient Susya. The displacing came the occupation from ancient Susya to near ancient Susya. We moved like 1.5 kilometers to another village, but the same Susya village. They took the land and they took so many things for Palestinian people and for my family. So many came for my grandfather, for Nawajhaa family, so many family from the city, Al Horeini, so many family. They was have a cave in ancient Susya. When the occupation came to the south, they start attack the people in ancient Susya, and they displacing the people from ancient Susya near, like not very far, like 1.5 kilometers. They said there is something ancient for the Israel, but this is not for Israel. This is for Palestinian people. For us, for my family, we work so many time to do this thing. After that, they succeed. They disblank us. They bring one settler and they put him inside ancient Susya. They took all the Palestinian land and they put inside this land one settler in this land. All of this happened when I am a child. I am start to grow up to this life. I am start know about what happened for my family, what happened here in Palestine, what happened in the south, what happened in Masafer Yatta. When I am grow up, I am start ask my grandfather, and my grandfather they start ask me his story in ancient Susya. When I moved there to ancient Susya with my grandfather, there was a time I moved there, and now the occupation, if I want to get to my land, I want to give him 25 shekel take to get my land, to see my land, to see my cave, to see ancient Susya.
To visit, yani, just
Yeah,
to,
just
yeah.
to
You
just
had
to
to
visit.
pay to go visit your own
Yeah,
home.
just do some tour, little tour inside my land, inside my cave. I want to give him 25 shekel ticket to get visit my land. My grandfather, when they go there, they start cry about his life, all of his life in this village, his cave. But we are strong Palestinian people. We move next this village, the same name, Susya village. We didn't stop. We build cave. We start build water well. We build plastic tent. We start build plastic tent. We continue the life, but the occupation they didn't stop the attack. All of the time they came attack. They came give us demolition order. Anytime they came demolition the home. They didn't keep a Palestinian. When I am like grow up to this life, I didn't can do anything. I didn't take anything from my right when I am a child. I didn't my right to play, to go to the school very safe. I didn't take all of this thing. Not like anyone from anywhere in the world. They can do what they want. About us, about the Palestinian people, they didn't take anything in to his right. There is occupation. They want to discipline us about my village, where we go, where we can go. This is my land. All of my time I am working my land. About me, when I am 1 year, 1 month, I am grow up. Now I am 21 years old. Where we can go about this thing? There is so many things happening in my village, like settler attack all of the time, all of the night. When they like came to attack us, they came the soldier. Today in this time, the soldier they listen for the settler. What the settler said, the soldier listen for him. The police with him. Now in my idea about this thing, all of them occupation. They need one idea to all of it to take the Palestine. Why to take Palestine? Like this is a Palestinian land, and for us, where we can go. Like,
So they took Susya and gave it to the settlers. Then you created your own new village, and they're still taking it and demolishing regardless. So basically, there's nowhere safe for you to go to, is what you're saying.
yeah, no anyway safe for us. Like for me, I am an activist in the village. I was filming anything happening. I didn't can do anything about me. They has a gun. They can kill me. About me when I am a child, I was do so many interview about my village, about what happening. When I was 13 years old. I was in South Africa. I still there 1 month. I visit all the city in South Africa. There is so many people in the world that didn't know what happening in Palestine, in West Bank, in anywhere in Palestine. I moved there. I sit there 1 month. I am start talking about my village, about Palestine, about what happening in my village, about so many things happening about the demolition. I will continue to show the people, to show the world what happening here in Palestine, in South Hebron Hills, in Masafer Yatta. I will talk about Masafer Yatta and my village Susya.
I wanted to ask you about South Africa because you mentioned South Africa. My family is from South Africa, and my grandmother and father and mother, my grandparents lived through apartheid. So when you went to South Africa and you were telling people about your village and about Palestine, and when you saw how people were living with apartheid in South Africa, did you see that it's similar to Israel apartheid in South Africa? Do you think it's the same thing? And how did going to South Africa make you more of an activist, if it did?
Like about South Africa, I want to know something. How I am going to South Africa?
Yeah.
How they chose me to travel to South Africa? When I was 13 years old, there is a woman. His name Nadia Mir from South Africa. They like to help Palestine. They like to stop with Palestine. I think they give his life to Palestine.
Yeah.
They take us to draw. I am a draw home, and there is a soldier closing the home, and there's a big bulldozer and two sons from this side and sky, and a bulldozer came to demolition the home. There in this life, there is a people should they take his right, the right to his right in this land.
Yeah.
After that, they took my draw and they take it to South Africa. I moved in South Africa. I like South Africa. All of the people in South Africa. I didn't know anything like about when Nelson Mandela be there. They start telling me a little bit about his story, about what happened in South Africa. But when I moved there, I am still talk about Palestine, about what happened. All of them there, they like Palestine. They like to stop with Palestine. They like to help. They would like to came to there to Palestine to stop to the people.
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you, because you started very young. What role do you see for Palestinian youth, for young people in the resistance movement? How can they be empowered?
About the people, a young man in Palestine, like if anyone we stop together to talk with any foreigner came to Palestine, talk with him, give him message when they travel back to his city, to filming. All of us, if we work, all of us filming, and we do big thing about Israel, about what there's so many people in the world that didn't know what Israel doing here in Palestine. If a young people, a man here in Palestine, if they working together, we stop together. All of us filming, we writing story about Palestine, about what happened here. Like about me here, a young man, you ask me question and you listen for me, and there is another people looking, and you like now interview with you, like to helping to do something like that. If anyone young Palestinian do like me, what I am do here, I am looking now and I am listening, I am talking the story. If all of us we do like that, inshallah we succeed.
Mohammed, you face constant threats and challenges. So every day, and people don't understand what that means. But what keeps you motivated and resilient in your activism? What keeps you going?
I am a young man, a Palestinian man. Yeah, all of my time having a problem, and like all of the day having attack in my village. If I am be sad about this thing, I didn't can continue the life. I didn't continue my life because that I will be very strong, and I will fighting. I will find fighting more than more to succeed. To succeed. Like if any attack happening in my village, if I am going to sleep in my bed and I am cry, and I think I will die. I need a doctor after this thing. If because that should we be very strong to fighting to didn't die, and it's okay having attack in my village, so many attack, like your friend Anna, there is a time in the night having attack, they was inside the jeep, they broken the jeep when they be inside, but they didn't stop, they continue. If I am stop and I am going to sleep and I am cry, we didn't keep a Palestine, we didn't do a free to Palestine.
Yeah.
Because that should we fighting, should we be very strong, and we didn't keep a Hitler to attack. We work together. If we work together, we stop all of together, all the Palestinian people together, and the foreigner, anyone, any activists came from anywhere. If they stop with us, we didn't keep the occupation, do something like that. Now, like what happened in Palestine.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I agree. It is better than being put in the position of a victim. You're fighting. It's very important.
But Mohammed, I want to talk about also cultural preservation. For us Palestinians, it's very important to preserve our culture and our heritage, especially even more so in the face of this illegal occupation. So what efforts are being made in Susya and in general in the area to maintain our Palestinian heritage? Can you talk about that?
About a Palestinian heritage, about us in Susya, in my village, we do a cave. We bring all of a Palestinian heritage. We put it inside the cave to show anyone came from outside to see a Palestinian heritage in the village. Like about us when they displaying us from ancient Susya, they still all a Palestinian heritage. and they do filming about this thing. And anyone came there, they start show him the filming to show us. They said this is a Israeli heritage, but this is not Israeli heritage. This is a Palestinian heritage. They teach us about the Palestinian heritage to still be very strong, to succeed, to put it inside the heart. We didn't keep it for Israeli occupation, because anything heritage, Palestinian heritage, we didn't keep it for the occupation to take it. We put it inside the heart, like how we do in my village. We put it inside the cave. Anyone from anywhere came to my village to visit, we show him a Palestinian heritage.
So you created caves and to maintain that tradition. Yeah. And also Palestinian heritage is very much, we have an oral tradition passed on from grandparents to parents to grandchildren. So it's a very strong part of the culture and the heritage, as you say.
Now the children, when they start to grow up, we teach him. Now I am young man. I am 20 years old. Should I teach the children in my village about Palestinian heritage? This for us, for a Palestinian.
And Mohammed, that's also part of the sumud. And I think what it feels like in Susya and all Palestinians, we have the sumud, the resistance to keep, like you said, the hope through your daily lives in Susya. And what are the immediate humanitarian needs in your community, and how can they be addressed?
So, in your village, do you have water? Do you have food? Do you have medicine? Or are the settlers or the soldiers stopping?
Okay, I will move about my village. Like after 7 October and before 7 October, we have a water well. We collect the water from the rainy. Now in the summer, we buy a water from Yatta city next to Susya. We buy a 1 cube 35 shekel to bring it to my village for Palestinian people. But the Israeli people in his home, the water, they came to inside his home, 1 cube 5 shekel. We have school from 1 grade at 9 grade. The school here has a demolition order. The school, the school, they have a demolition order.
Is there anything you can do about the demolition order on your school, which is a primary school for people listening, 1 to 7 to 9th grade? Is there anything you can do to stop the demolition?
About the demolition order, there is a demolition order to stop the work. If we work in to build some home, they came very fast, give us demolition order to stop the work, and they steal anything there. There is demolition order 24 hour. There is demolition order 96 hour to come to demolition. I am said after this hour. There is a demolition order month. There is a demolition order year. There is a demolition order. This is a demolition order from me. I think about it. This is a demolition order. I didn't know when they came demolition. I am all of the time when I am wake up. I am looking next my home. Next my street. I am looking if there is a bulldozer to come demolition or no. Okay. Yeah, after 9th grade, we moved to 20 village in Masafer Yatta to continue 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. After that, when we done high school, if we want to go to university, there is a university in the Hebron. About me, I can continue my university because it's very hard to go like from Susya to Hebron. There is so many checkpoints. There is a time if they want to arrest me, they arrest me. There is a time they didn't keep me to go to university because that I can continue my study. But it's okay. I am.
So there are checkpoints to make it very hard for you to go to university in Hebron.
Yeah, there is so many checkpoints in the way because that I can continue university. Like from my home to the school, the children they walk 1 kilo and half, like 15 minutes. But this is a 15 minute. It's a very dangerous, very, very dangerous to walk from the home to the school. We didn't know what they waiting for us in the way. If there is a settler, there is a soldier, they won't take us more hard than hard. There is some children they didn't continue the school about this thing because they think there is a settler in the way, there is a soldier, but there's so many things happening with some children. There's a time came to arrest my cousin when was they moved from the school to the home. Uh, about now, I want to start talk from 7 October. After 7 October, what happened in my village, Susya, like in 14 October, there is a settler. His name Shimtovluski from ancient Susya. His father lived in ancient Susya. This is a settler when they displacing a Palestinian from ancient Susya. They bring it, put it inside ancient Susya. Shimtovluski, who the leader there for all of the settler? The leader in 14 October came the settler. They was has a Israeli soldier dress. They bring big bulldozer and they start demolition. They demolition two wells water for my grandfather, for my family, and they closing all of the road. They didn't keep any way for us to go outside the village to bring the food, to bring something for the life. Uh, they put us inside the circle in the middle for the circle, and there's the breaking the olives tree and the grapes tree, and the cutting the fans for the tree. This happened in 14 October, and they didn't stop attack in October. There is a time came in the night. Anytime there is a time in the night came to the neighbor, give him 24 hour to leave the home, leave his home. The settler asked him, if you didn't leave the home after 24 hour, we came kill you, all of you, kill you in your home. It
Daily, you
hard.
live under the threat of demolition that could happen anytime, whether you can go to your schools or not, whether you can go to universities. You have to pay higher prices for water, your sheep, your olive trees, everything is being under threat in your daily life. So that's like the reality of everyday life for you and your family.
Yeah, about this, it's very reality, and it's very hard about my family, but we didn't stop. We continue the life because this is a land for us, and we are sitting inside my home. Why you came to my home? The settler came from Susya settlement to my home all of the time, but I didn't go to his home.
And the home that they already stole from you in the first place. Mohammed, can you also talk about the solidarity of Palestinians from the West Bank with this barbaric genocide in Gaza and what's going on? And how are they supporting people of Gaza?
Like about Gaza and about what happened in Gaza, it's something very hard for me. When open my phone, I am looking for the children. There is a people, his head there and his hand to this side and his leg to this side. This is something, it's very hard to do it. I didn't can do anything to Gaza, to Palestine, to my village. The same thing happening here in the West Bank, in my village, Susya happening, anywhere happening. All of the occupation they work to gather to kill the Palestinian. About Gaza, when I am open to see something to Gaza, I will start cry because I see another Palestinian people kill, and the women cry to his family, and like there is a people 14 people, all of them die, just be one from the family. It's mostly very hard to look into to Gaza, and I am like sitting, and I didn't can do anything. Not me. I think a leader for all of the world. Anyone, the leader in America, a leader in anywhere in the world. If they stop together, they stop what happened in Gaza. Like Donald Trump, they work together. Netanyahu and Donald Trump, they working together. They working together to discipline the Palestinian, to kill all of the Palestinian. Like about me, about you, about the people in America, they didn't stop with Netanyahu and Donald Trump. If all of the people in the world is stopping together, like to stop what happening in Gaza, should we working together, all of the people in all of the world, not me and not you, just 4 people, 5 people, 100 people talking about what happening in Gaza and what happening in the West Bank. No, should all of us stop together? Together we succeed, and to stop the fighting in Gaza.
Yeah. So you're right, and so international collaboration is and international activists and organizations, it's really important for Palestine and Palestinians. But how has it influenced your work? What impact did it have by having people like Anna and other international organizations support you on the ground in your village?
About the occupation, in about my work, about anything what happened, like when I am work very early to do my work in my village, when the settler came to my home very early, they do something hard for me. They didn't keep me to continue my work. They didn't keep me to do shepherd. They didn't keep me to do anything. I
As
will
a shepherd, you mean, for your livelihood?
Yeah, I didn't can do a shepherd when the settler came and the soldier to my village. I didn't can do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't can take my sheep outside. They like now the settler they working to steal the Palestinian sheep. They doing the like a Palestinian people. Now the settler they start bring steal a Palestinian sheep and take it. They start do shepherd, do something like a Palestinian people. All of this thing for us, not for him. They came to steal, like the they do so many things for us, for my work, for anyone, not just me, for anyone in my village. When they work very early and very happy to do his work, to do any work. But if the settler came, now there is a big wrong happening. They didn't can continue his work.
Yeah. Mohammed, we saw your videos before this. You're using video, you're using reporting, like journalism, for you to do your activism. Tell us about that. Why do you put everything video and speaking and journalism out there for everybody? How does that help?
Okay, about this video, uh, about the talk, about all of this thing. When like all of this happening when I am a child, because when I am a child, I'm open my eyes to see, when I am open my eyes, I am see occupation, see the settler all of the time. I didn't be silent. I am start talk more than more with the journalism. Anyone came to my village, I am go to very far. I am going very fast to talk with him. There's something happening in this village. The people they didn't know about this thing. I won't show the world. I won't show the people what happening in my village, what happening in Palestine, what happening in my village. They happening in the same village in Palestine. All of this thing, because there's like now there's people like in America, in any war, in any city in the world, they didn't know Susya. They didn't know what happening in Susya. Like in 14 October, when they came closing and demolition, the people didn't know anything. That when the journalism start came to my village, we talk more than more. But we succeed after that. When journalism came and they start filming and we start talking about what happened in 14 October, we succeed. Today they open all the road in the village. Yeah, when we work like together to show the people, to bring a journalism, to talk with him, to show him he are happening like that, they are happening like that. Uh, Show him the story in Palestine, in my village Susya. Yeah, this is a message taking with him
Yeah.
to city to show it for the people there.
It's very
Yeah,
important because the media here, the newspapers, the TV, they do not show. And if they do not show it, if they're not showing any of this stuff, people, the settlers are getting away with this behavior. But when people see it, it is clearly an injustice. And so it is very important that we break the media control and you keep doing the videos and the social media.
Yeah, the video, like you said, there in Canada, the people they didn't see the videos. Why I am here today to interview with you to show the people, so many things, so many story happening in Palestine. About like last 2 months till today, how many attack happening in my village? 35 attack happening in my village from a settler, from Shimtovluski, a leader for the settler there, and they bring him to come attack us in my village. And there is something it's very hard. There is two settlers from South Africa. They live in Amlikhwas village. His name Batsilel and Yadidia. His name from South Africa. Now who they work with a soldier and work with a settler. There is a time settler, there is a time soldier. When they had the settler dress, when they had the soldier dress. Now they have anything to do with the settler. They can do what they like because all of like Netanyahu with him, Donald Trump with him, Ben Gvir give him the gun, give him all of this thing. Go kill a Palestinian people. Where is the world? Where is all of the people in the world? Why you silent? Why you silent about this thing? There is guy give a settler gun to kill a Palestinian people, but we didn't do anything for him. The people, the people in Gaza die. They didn't do anything for anyone, any leader.
Yeah. So they gave the settlers even more weapons, more support, and the Israeli soldiers are there to protect the settlers and to support them with the criminality that they do. And I agree with you, like the importance of, we're filmmakers, and the importance of film, like for example, No Other Land won the Oscar for Palestinian for the first time. So it's starting, these stories are very important because nobody understands the daily life of Palestinians under occupation. Like you said, since you were a child till now, your education has been impacted. Every day is impacted. So people don't see that in the West. They just see Palestinians. They don't understand what it's like living under occupation. So, solution-wise, because for me, I believe solution-wise, in a single decolonized democratic state from the river to the sea, with reparation, justice, equality for all, and the right of return of all Palestinians, which is recognized under international law. But you're living under occupation, you live with settlers, with the army. What's your vision, Mohammad, for a just, lasting solution for the Palestinian people? And what steps do you think are needed to achieve that?
The people in in America, in anywhere, about the film Land, they show so many people what happening in Palestine. I think all of the world, so many people in the world, they saw the film and they saw about Palestine. like about me when I am grow up now. I am 21 years old. It's mostly very very hard to live inside a land, and there is occupation. They didn't keep you sleep. Like about me, I didn't take anything from my right. And like the children, they came now the same like me. They didn't care take anything from his right, because that it's mostly very very hard to live, and there's occupation inside your village. It's keep you very angry, but you didn't can do anything. In this like in this time, so many attack happening. When I am looking for the small children cry, I was like when I am was a child, I was like them. But now I am grow up and I know anything. Uh, it's very hard, like something cutting my heart when I am live and there's occupation. They want to steal my land, the demolition. It's mostly very, very, very hard. Uh, and now, like I have, like my daughter, 2 months and a half is old. I didn't know anything about his future, like his future, like his father, how his future, the we was be the free. I didn't know. Inshallah, they be his future good.
Sure.
Not like his father. About his father, they didn't. I didn't take anything in any right for me when I am was a child, because that I am grow up and I am do filming and I am right about Susya, about Palestine, and I am talking because I didn't be sit and I am be silent about what happened here, because that I should I be very very strong to continue the life. So any child came after me to be like me, to do something very nice to my village, to Palestine. Yeah, but if the life very hard because there is occupation, but we didn't can do anything. There is so many leader we didn't do anything about this occupation, about Israeli occupation. Like now I am at 21 years old, because that should I am continue. I am continue my act. Should we be like activists? Continue this work to show the people what happens in Masafer Yatta and in my village.
So activism, resistance, and towards having a better future for your daughter and for all Palestinians, and not to have to live under occupation, basically.
Is there anything, any programs or initiatives now to empower young Palestinians going on? Not the government, but anything else happening that people in the West can support to help young Palestinians?
If there is a young man, they didn't know anything about like activists, Jewish activists, foreigner activists. Should we support the young man together to give him a way to be like any activist, to talk about Palestine? There are so many young men they still sitting and they didn't can do anything about this thing, because that should we help them, stop with him, like if they need anything, we what we can to do him, we do for him.
But Yani, if people from the West want to help and support, what you're saying is activism on the ground, like Anna, like other foreigners who come to help protect from the settlers, is very important, and also supporting the local community to have a life as well, right?
Yeah.
So, Mohammed, before we wrap, is there a message you want to give to our listeners and viewers about the Palestinian struggle and what they can do to bring justice to Palestine?
Okay, guys, anyone listen for me? Anyone listen for my story? Well, if I want to talk about what happening in my village, well, I want 5 days to continue all of this thing about a settler attack, about a demolition, about what happening. My message for anyone listen for me, the listener. My message, like, to work together. You listen for my story. You listen for all of the thing what I am talking about it happening in my village. My message for him to talk my story message with him, show it to anyone, to from this and this and they from one to one Jewish people like came activists like Anna. You helping very to very thing to you helping the people, and show it for anyone. If in America, if there's people from America, from Canada, show the people. Ask him my story. Ask him about Palestine.
Thank you, Mohammed, for joining us, today. This was very, very lovely to talk to you, because people do not hear these stories. They don't hear from Palestinians who are living in Gaza or the West Bank. So thank you. And for everybody listening, please, speaking out against injustice and suppression, oppression, is a collective responsibility that we all have as human beings, whether we are awakened to it yet or not. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it, share it with just one person. Think about one person who might enjoy it and share it with them, and subscribe. That engagement helps us to amplify voices like Mohammed's that are grounded in humanism and justice and truth. We believe in enlightened activism here at the Enlightenment Podcast. Mohammed, thank you again. Shukran for joining us, for your courage, for your commitment to Palestine.
You're welcome, guys. And I am very happy today to be with you and to talking about my village, about my life, about all of this thing. To give me, thank you to give me your time to listen to my story. And thank you for all of you and for all of anyone listen for me.
Absolutely, Mohammed. And stories and representation matter. Stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, take action like Mohammed has been doing since he was a very young boy, because our collective power is the way forward. And in solidarity, see you next time. And Mohammed, shukran again for your bravery and your guts and sharing your story and your unwavering support for Palestine. We need more people like you. Shukran.
عفوا حنان. شكرا لك. Thank you for you to take because I am like to waiting and to helping me to this interview. I am very happy to see you, and I know you Palestinian people. Inshallah, you came for your land like me. Shukran.